Have you heard the good news? Wait a minute, I didn't say that correctly. Have you heard the good news? I mean, it's good. No, wait a minute. It is good news. I tell you what, I've got some great news for you.
Amen.
And you probably underestimate how good it is. That's why I want you to get a sense. The good news is better than you think. It's better than I think. I have not digested how incredibly good the good news is. And we all tend to underestimate it. We tend to dampen it down. We tend to get a sense, oh yeah, I've got it. I understand the good news. Yeah, it's good news. Right. It's okay news. Yeah, kind of, yeah. But it doesn't really change my life. That's not the good news. There's good news from the living God about your relationship in Him, your purposes in Him. The good news is better than you think.
Amen.
Now Jesus was going about in all the cities of Jerusalem, all the villages, and He was proclaiming the good news of the kingdom. When Jesus showed up on earth, when He got into His life and His travels, He was being God on earth, and He started declaring good news of the kingdom. And in fact, we're going to be looking in the book of Matthew in just a moment at this concept of the good news of the kingdom. And the gospel is amazingly simple. I can give it to you in 5 words. And the gospel is profound. It's huge. We never get beyond the good news. So the good news is better than we all know. And I'm even going to invite you, let's discover it together. Let's share insights. Let's plumb the depth. Let's scale the height of the good news.
Amen.
And I have a graphic here. So in my graphic, the good news is right here. All right, it's the mountain peak, and it's on fire. It's brilliant. It's full of light, and the rest of the ground is darker, still beautiful but darker. And I'd like to say this represents the good news. The beautiful mountain peak represents the good news, and let's go up to the good news. Let's scale it. Let's catch the vision. There is good news. You might think, oh, my life is dark. My life is confusing. I'm hurting. If you really knew me, yeah, everybody says you're popular. Everybody says you're happy. But if you really knew me, you'd know. And the kids that I talk to are saying, I'm cutting myself. I'm confused. I miss popularity. But the truth of the matter is, I hate myself. And one girl said, I tried to commit suicide. And when they took me to the hospital, I had a stroke. I'm so ashamed. That's where a lot of the world is at. But I've got good news.
Amen.
There's this golden good news. And you may be in darkness. You may be confused. You may be thinking, I don't really know if I've had this religion stuff before. Well, the good news is better than you think. And Jesus is still proclaiming it to you. He wants you to know the fullness of the good news that will change your life.
Yes.
And will also give you a destiny. Billy Graham says this, the cross doesn't suggest, it demands.
Mm-hmm.
The cross, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ demands something from us, but it also empowers us to live a different life. And so Jesus is proclaiming good news. I want to proclaim good news. Our team will proclaim good news.